Okay, I think this will work. I don't know. Let's see if there's anybody out there. Well, why is my other phone ringing like insane? So I'm at this hotel room. We've got a really nice place. I'm waiting for my roommate whose engine on his plane broke down. Yes. Hello, Big Bang. I am waiting for Dan King, and unfortunately, good old Dan King is stuck somewhere, but he should be here within about an hour and a half, somewhere in there. So I was the first one to get here and get this place kind of situated. Uh, we're a few miles from downtown, which isn't bad. Here, I'll show you guys. We're kind of in the country part. There's LA Fitness. Holy cow. See, that's thinking. Have LA Fitness right there so I can go to the gym every day. That's right. Problem is, we need a CVS because I forgot some of my toiletries. So I'm going to have to take a ride over there. Let's see. Are we losing anything here? No, we're keeping pretty good. All right, there's a couple things that I wanted to say. Hey, folks, says Gignus Khan. Chris, how are you? Nathaniel, Von Deacon. What a day. What a day. What a day of travel. It was, I could sit my old ass down and talk to you guys for a little bit. Um, it wasn't too bad. We went pretty, everything went pretty well. We got here. I got here at least. Um, I just got in. So I'm just going to get settled. We're getting ready. There's a lot of things to cover. Listen, and I'm telling you now, and this is part of the reason I am coming on this video. This isn't to say, oh, hey, look, I'm in Columbus. No, there is a major announcement. Okay. And girls, and I'm talking to the two great girls that I have, and Helen and Larissa. I know you're out there at some point. Please put in the comments that there is a major announcement coming on Monday. I got some inside scoop on something, and it has to do with Miniature Market. You guys are going to be blown away by it, especially the price that we've been able to negotiate this at. And I'm telling you right now, if you've been watching this channel, I think you're going to be happy with what I have to tell you. So stay tuned. There's a major announcement Monday. I will probably release that video. I will have to fly home on Father's Day and make a video because it's that important. Hence, none. I cannot. I gave my word. I gave my word and I don't break my word. Hey, Rob, you're there in Columbus? Oh, sure am. I don't have my glasses on, so I can't see the chat that well. Listen, another thing I want to say is, oh, there she is, Queen Helen, Junior Queen. First of all, let me just say something about Helen and Larissa. I think about a week or two ago, if you notice things kind of slowed up, I really thought about giving this up. And not giving it up, but just kind of whatever. I lost. You run into a point where you lose your fire, and I just couldn't balance everything. The channel's gotten bigger than I can imagine. And no, we're not a big channel, but for one person to do 1,700 videos, it got too big for me, I think, and things started to spiral for me and get out of control. Along with, as a lot of you know, we've had some personal things and stuff like that. It's very hard. People come here to get away from problems. That's what the Queen said. They don't need to hear my problems, so I'm going to make this quick. If it wasn't for Larissa and Helen, I don't think we would be. I'd be excited about the future the way I am. I've never had people that just Johnny on the spot. And this is no slight on anybody that helped on the channel. Okay. And I'm talking about Leland. Leland did a great job. But the girls are taking time to learn things. The girls are teaching me things. They're taking so many things off my plate. I can't thank them enough, number one. And for once, I feel that we were on track when I felt we were going off the rails. And I'm able to do what I do best, and that's just hold on, Caddy. I'm leaving tomorrow morning at 3 a.m. and would like to set up a time. Okay, I couldn't read that. I'm sorry. I don't have my glasses. I should get my glasses personally, but in the middle of my big rant here, what I was saying is without these girls, I just don't think we would have as bright of a future as we do, and and I'm thankful. And my wife can see it in my face. She can see it in how I'm doing things. Here we go. See, I bring these cheapo reader, and if it wasn't for them, they should take a massive bow, because if it wasn't for them, I don't know how much I can never understand why people would just, hey, you're having success. Why are you giving up on the channel? And people get burned out. They get burned out because it becomes too much. And I finally feel I have people in place, not just one person, but people in place that, number one, and I will say this till the day I die, you can never get anything done without great women behind you. Okay? And the reason that is women are just smarter than guys, plain and simple. Okay? These girls keep me in line. They keep me on task. They hit me with questions. So what I want to say very quickly is thank you to them. But to cut this short, I hope they put their email in the comments or something. If you guys need to get a question answered, contact them. They will be up my back end as quick as possible and make sure that you get the answers that you need. Now I can just concentrate on the things that I need to get better on, and that's giving you great content. And this week, I really feel energized for a couple of reasons. I am at Origins pretty much by myself. Granted, thank you, Miniature Market, for bringing me out here. But, I have no obligation to stay at their booth. I'm out there to get good content so they can post it on their channel. They can. There you go. Best place to get them is Discord. We got to get Helen a new computer, and I've got to get that out to her, if it's the last thing I do. But, anyways, I'm going to try. Last year was my first time at Origins, and I could not give you the coverage that I think you deserved because I had obligations to do other things. This time, I really want to take a look. Okay? He left off that women are crazier than men, though. Yes, if I don't get it done, they go crazy on me, and they do. They give me a hard time. You wouldn't want to hear how I get it in, not stereo, but try stereophonic, because I could be driving a car and I can have the girls on the speaker and then the queen drilling me in the ear. Again, this was a role-playing convention. Where did it go? Well, they say on the outside parts that you're going to be able to really check this out, okay? And what I want to do is really take a look at the role-playing stuff. Ulysses is going to be here, which I'm very excited about. Those are my boys. So we're going to go talk some role-playing there. When we get back, we're going to do some live role-playing. When we get back, we're going to give you a different presentation for live painting. It's going to mean something. It's going to mean something. I have a plan, and thanks to the girls taking a lot off my shoulders. Now, granted, there's a lot of things I got to catch up. I got to finish a lot of painting, but this is the 1 week that I can take a little bit of a break, get things done, come back. There's a bunch of packages going out, and we're going to be on task. And the girls are helping me get on task. So guys, you have any questions? I don't care. Go to their Discord. Go to the BGG forum. Leave them underneath here for the girls to contact you. Leave an email. They will contact you. They are here to make sure this channel is the best it can be and the community becomes the best it can be. Whew, boy, did I say a lot. The travel sucked because I hate flying. I really do. Hey, Tim, how are you? Kabuki's here. So we've got a lot of things. I actually flew with Robert Jessinger. I can never say his last name. He was on the same plane as I was. That dude got some equipment. That is some mad stuff that he has. Yeah, who likes flying? Let me tell you something. Now, and here's the story of how my flying adventure goes. When are my Space Marines getting shipped? Gee, Ray, when I finish the Librarian when I get back. And then you're all done, a matter of fact. Um, yeah, your Space Marines are done. All I have to do is finish the Librarian. Librarian's a little tougher because he's a lot more detailed. So um, I've got, I at least try to do him decently. Geez, could you at least said, "Hey, excuse me, when are my Space Marines going to be?" No, oof. But although flying back, oh, so anyways, I get my ticket and I check in. Cool, thanks. He's larger and blue. Yeah, there you go. Ray, you're the best. But I think you'll be happy with what you got, dude. I made sure I got it done because you did mention it, and I do appreciate the return package. I just can't do. The hard thing about this, and before I tell you the flying story, because I don't want to be on here all day. The hardest thing to do is when I paint for myself or just paint in general, I can mow through things 3 or 4 days, or 50, 60 figures. When I paint for somebody else, I tend to take a little bit more time because it becomes personal. Because I don't want you to open up the box and go, "Wow, that shit sucks." That's the best way to put it. All right, so now for the flying story. So I go to the airport and I print out my ticket. Sorry, I'm shaking the thing. I print out my ticket, and on Southwest, it's you pick your own seat. Okay, so you pick your own seat, and I had number B59 or something like that, way back there, which means a guy my size trying to find a seat, it was going to suck. Okay, I wasn't going to get a seat. I got a big bag, and um, I also have a camera bag. So I'm like panicking. So I went to the desk and I said, "There's an upgrade fee." So I paid $40 and I got A2, which means I was the third guy on the plane. Great. After you put the elderly on and the families on, I was there. I had my pick a seat and everything. Picked an aisle seat, and I go, "Yeah, this is nice." So the plane's filling up, and they announce this is a completely full flight. I go, "Please, God, do not, do not do this to me. Don't do this to me." First guy, the whole bunch of people come in, real tiny people come in. I go, "Please, just take the seat." I was almost willing to stand up and let them in. No, I get a big older guy, sits all the way by the window. Okay, cool. I see the last of the people get on the thing. Where was I going to get bumped up to? I was right in the front row. So the last people come in, and I go, "Oh my God, jackpot! There's the middle seat. Nobody's going to sit in there." Sure enough, this huge guy goes, "Gee, there's no seats in the back." And let me tell you something. This guy looked like a busted roll of biscuits. Okay, I mean that's the best way to put it. And I go, "Dear God!" And he sat, and I was crunched the whole way. That busted roll of biscuits. I'm being too nice. And that we were just squished in, and here I am. I got my thing in, and Dan. I just got a thing. Dan just landed. Oh, for crying out loud! He just told me he was going to be late, so I left. So no, those crescent rolls. You know when you hit them and they go. So their shirt, they could barely get their shirt on because it's all like hanging out and stuff like that. And the guy's just he falls asleep, and he's like leaning on me. And I'm like, I got my earphones in, and I'm listening to like Dream Theater, and I'm going, I just want to pull this guy under. Yeah, so that's my flight down. That's my flight down here. I can't wait for the flight back. So I paid an extra $40 to get squeezed in, you know, like a cinnamon roll. Yeah, so here we are. Dan just told me he landed. If I knew, I would have waited. He told me that the engine broke. Worst flight I ever. Well, I think I took a picture of the worst flight. Well, it's all up here from here. It is all up here. I feel better. I feel rejuvenated. I feel for the first time in a long time that I have some energy back. And this is kind of a vision quest for me. And I'll be honest with you. And I'm going to try. I always try to keep these things short, but it never happens. This really is a vision quest for me because I'm going to find out who we are as a channel this week. We're going to find out who we are. You know, I'm here by myself. We're going to get content. We're going to walk around. We're going to talk to people, and we're going to find out what people think of us. And we're going to try to meet more people. Like, I talk a lot about Rodney. I've never spent more than 12 seconds in a handshake from him. I really would like to talk with him. I would like to talk to a lot of people that I haven't got to, or or people that I was told that weren't great people, but turned out to be great people. There's a lot of things I want to do, and I want to find out, what they think of us and what the general public thinks of us. It's going to be interesting. We're here on our own. It's a vision quest. I really believe that. The one, what was it, Matthew Modine? And Madonna played in the background, and he just couldn't get the girl, and he really wanted to be with the girl, and he wanted to beat the wrestler guy. But yeah, not that type of vision quest, but our own, as a channel, as a community. Where where do we fall in the pegs? Do we fall in the pegs? And if not, you know, just find our place. Find our place, our little place in the world. And I think these two cons are really going to tell that. It's going to really accentuate that. And like I said, massive, massive, massive announcement on Monday. I may have even more to tell you on Monday. Vision Quest, old school movie reference. See, I'm just busting stuff out. Guys, this has been fun. I've got to get a hold of Dan because he's at the thing, and I got to let him know that I'm at the hotel and the hotel's all set. So, once again, thank you so much for being a part of the community. Girls, thank you so much. Listen, we've got a lot coming. A lot coming. Tomorrow, there is one more Retro Rob. It is Super Dungeon Explore. I think you will like it. It's the third video I ever did. So I decided to show the first three videos because we needed to go back to see where we are, so we can go on this venture together at Origins. And when I film this, I'm going to film it like you're all with me. And I'm going to talk to you guys through the whole convention and let you guys see it through my eyes. And hopefully for you, those of you that have never been, get to see it and experience it. And that's what I'm going to try to do over these. Until next time, we will see you soon.